All right, what's going on, y'all? We back at it. Make a Move podcast. I'm your boy KT, aka Kumal, whatever you want to call me. Um, Today we're gonna get into some some serious topics that was going on right now. But before we move forward, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, show your boy some love. I appreciate all the subs. I appreciate all the views. And keep hitting y'all with some more content. Stay tuned. Here we go. So today we're gonna get into Corey Holcomb. We're going to talk about the comedy world right now. So what's going on in the comedy world? Corey Holcomb, um, from what I'm understanding, have said some things about Dave Chappelle. Um, some of the things he said, um, some people were a little at ease at it. You know what I mean? Was at ease with it. They wasn't too pleasant with the word that he used. Anybody know Corey Holcomb on the show 5150? You know, he talks about a lot of different content, a lot of different things that goes on in Hollywood. He's a very straightforward guy. So apparently he was performing at the Laugh Factory in California I believe this was California. So he was performing, but Donell Rawlings, aka Ashy Larry, performed first. So he performed first, and Donell Rawlings, if you know, him and Dave Chappelle are cool. It's his friends. They've been on the Chappelle show together. The rest is history. So Donald Rollins stood around to sit there and watch the show. So he watched the show, and as Corey continued on, he was waiting for him to actually say something pertaining to Dave Chappelle because he just recently had said something in the news. So now he waited. He started to say something about actors, about comedians doing movies, and whatever that comment was, Darnell Rollins, or he didn't like it. So by him not liking what he said, he started yelling at Corey Holcomb. Now Corey Holcomb's on stage with the mic. Anybody know if you're in a comedy club, you ever been to one? The audience member, you can yell all you want, loud as you want. Most time, they're not gonna the whole audience is not gonna be able to hear you, especially the comedian on stage. So Darnell Rollins is yelling. So I'm gonna play a quick clip, real quick, of what Corey Holcomb said about Dave's, and this is what actually ticked Darnell Rollins off for him to start going off and going on this raid because now they're beefing, which is crazy. All right, hold on, y'all. Here we go. What I said was Dave be bombing. Then I went on. I he gave said him Dave all be his bombing. Respect because I think wait a minute. So he said Dave be bombing. Dave sell out arenas. I'm trying to understand when they say he be bombing. You talking maybe at the like the smaller comedy club? Because I've seen Dave Chappelle and live, and I've been to his tickets sold out in like an hour. So if they sell it now, how is he bombing? Now I'm pretty sure all comedians have been through that where they bomb, where they might have got booed, whatever. They didn't have a great set. What does he mean by bombing? I mean, especially Dave's season. He's been in the game over 20, 30 years. Does that still happen? Is that a thing? We don't know. You know what I mean? Hit me in the comments. Let me know what you think. I don't know, but we about to find out. Hold on. Actor, you know what I'm saying? I said his TV show was very strong when they were selling it in the streets. Yeah. But I did say Dave be bombing on stage. If you see the whole tape from the Laugh Factory, he said Dave be bombing on stage. Oh. No, he be working out. He's trying to do something different. He did it. Whatever it is. So he's okay. What he's insinuating, I guess, what he's saying is that Donald Rollins even said that Dave Chappelle be bombing on stage. Now, when you say bombing, I mean that you saying that this happened frequently, this happened quite often. I don't understand what he's saying on that. I've never seen it happen, but they in the comedy where they're in a whole different field that where they see things that we don't. So maybe true, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know what I mean? I love Dave Chappelle. I'm, one of my favorite comedians. I love Corey Holcomb. I love Donald Rollins. All three funny comedians, seasoned comedians. They all been in the game for years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to understand what's going on, but we about to get back into it. Hold on. It don't be hidden, but I don't got no animosity with Dave Chappelle. I said that. When I said what I said that day, I didn't just go in on that man. People act like they want the mess, and it's okay. I'm not gonna be on here saying, "Well, have it."
No, hey, you cake ass niggas. That's where I'm from. That's a cake ass nigga right
Cake
there.
ass nigga.
You went to the dime after that. If I was a dirty, rotten motherfucker who had dirt on his mind, the dime would have been a bad experience for you, homeboy. Real talk. It's real out here. But I know you ugly. So I just be like,
You talking
I'm
about
gonna ask
Donell
him when I
Rawlings?
see him. But when I see him, I'm gonna walk right up to him and ask him, what is your problem with me? I ain't never done that to you. You really running up in Chappelle's name? That tells you what. You want me to tell you why Chappelle ain't said nothing about what I said? Because Chappelle got shit to do. Dave's a much more popular comedian than Corey.
I mean, yeah, Dave got shit to do. So he's, he probably looking at it in that sense where he's like, hey, look, I'm not even going to entertain that. I'm not, going to address it. But I think they smart enough to know. They perform enough. I think he going to say a little slick stuff, and I think it's going to stay at there, stay right there. Honestly, my personal opinion, I think these. I don't know what it is. This last between 10 years, comedians been going back and forth beefing. Comedians getting ran up on stage. Dave Chappelle got ran up on stage. You know what I'm saying? Comedians beefing with comedian. Everybody know Cat Williams just did the podcast with on Club Shay Shit where he was just talking about everybody. You know what I'm saying? What's going on in the comedy world where all the comedians are beefing? This didn't happen 30, 40 years ago. You didn't see Eddie Murphy. You didn't see Richard Pryor. And you didn't see Red Fox beefing. And they from basically almost three different generations. You know what I'm saying? They all came together and they was always loved. There was beef. We didn't hear about it. Maybe just because it's social media era right now, where everything is recorded and is put out there, and that we're starting to see what probably was actually going on back then that we just didn't, wasn't able to see. It wasn't privy to that. You know what I mean? So right now, just like why is the communities beefing? Everybody out here now getting money. They doing their thing. Um, um, what's going on in this pod in these different podcasts that they just talking about different comedians. They going back and forth with each other. You know what I'm saying? The Kevin Hart, the Cat Williams, etc. The list goes on and on and on. What's going on? Why they can't get along? You know what I'm saying? You got people talking about stealing jokes, except like it's enough money for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So what's really going on out there in the comedy world that we don't know about that they beefing like this? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense because Donell Rounds, the way they was on the little clip that they showed, where they looked like they could have actually went and got into it. You know what I mean? Like in a fist fight or something like that. Over what? Donell Rounds, I get it. It's your man, Dave Chappelle. You trying to, take up for him, but Dave's a grown man. He can take up for himself. Let him respond back. To Corey and stuff. Like, I get it. You was there. You know what I mean? You feel you got to say your piece. Cool. Um, um, it didn't have to go like that. You know what I mean? You could have stepped to him afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, uh, yeah, probably not friends, but y'all in the same rim enough to where, hey, you can pull him to the side. Hey, Corey, what's going on? Hey, you can ask him about it, but leave it at that. Because Dave got to handle it. That's you know what I mean. He spoke on Dave. He didn't speak on you. You know what I mean. So whatever it is, man. I hope they get together, man. We don't need no more black brothers out here fighting and going at each other, man. In the comedian world, it's entertaining because people getting the likes, getting the likes up. And like myself, now we speaking on it. You know what I'm saying. But at the same time, we don't want to see it turn into something else. You know what I'm saying? Because now everything is televised and social media sometimes can kind of push you in that direction to where you now you feel that you gotta do something when it don't unnecessarily have to go that route. You know what I mean? So hopefully they figure this whole thing out, man. All three comedians are hilarious. I've seen them all in person, um, at shows and stuff like that. Hopefully they're able to get it together, man. But hit me in the comments. Let me know what y'all think, man. Should they still be beefing? You know what I mean? Like, was it that serious? Corey Holcomb, anybody know Corey? He's a very outspoken comedian. You know what I mean? He definitely don't hold back. You know what I mean? A different breed. You know what I mean? Been doing this thing for years. So are people really taking his word that serious? Did Dave Chappelle take offense to that? You know what I mean? Is that a question? You know what I mean? He's still out here performing, doing his thing as well. Is he going to respond? You know what I mean? His response can actually change the dynamics of what you know what I mean, what it is. Now if he go hard on Corey, it can continue on, but they got a back and forth kind of thing going on. Or he could just say a little joke, haha, you know what I mean? Slap on the wrist, and they, they keep going. Or they see each other, it's just all fair and love. All right, I said my piece, spoke my mind. It shouldn't have to actually go to, a physical thing. You know what I mean? They should be able to talk it out as men and figure it out. Joke, you know what I mean? Like I said, they're comedians. So what part of that are you actually taking serious? So we'll find out. We'll see what's going on. Hopefully, if they reply, I'm gonna definitely put out another video, and we're gonna sit here and have a discussion and talk about it. But Corey Corey going in on Donell Rawlings. Donell Rawlings went in on him at his show, going off. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully it don't get to nothing physical or nothing like that, man. You know what I mean? We all they all out here making money, doing their thing, man. Hilarious comedians, man. They keep us going out here. What they, making their jokes and stuff like that, man. So hopefully it doesn't go that far. You know what I mean? And some peace out of this, man. We don't need to see no violence. We don't need to see none of that. You know what I mean? So stay tuned, man. I'm gonna keep you posted, man. Boy KT, man. Make a Move podcast. We out here making moves. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you, but Corey did kind of he politely disrespected Dave Chappelle. Politely. He was real smooth with it. Like, nah, all I said was that he be bombing. Most people would take that as disrespect. You mean I be bombing? You know what I mean? He politely disrespected him, man. Politely. He ain't do it, you know what I mean? He was real smooth with it too. Corey crazy. Yeah. But stay tuned, man. It's your boy KT, man. Make a Move podcast 2024. We rocking out here. Hit me in the comments. Let me know what's going on. We're going to talk about it. All right? Peace.